Morning Wob Nation. Well, over half of the regular season is over, and the top two remain the same, but the 3 through 6 keep changing. We'll see where this ends up by the playoffs. Before we get to the rest of the weeks, let's talk about what happened last week. Starting out with You're Fired. Kenny coming in the week talking some major shit. You had apparently top five wide receivers, yet none of them could score anything for you, and it resulted in 91.7 points. Next time, leave the trash talk at the door. Following up, low energy Jeb. Sirach by Ben, 35.4 points. Wow, just getting walloped by just an utterly trash team. I don't know what that makes you. Uh what's worse than trash? The Jaguars? Fake news. This is an interesting one this week. So I'm giving this to McKinnon because you've started Carson Palmer our year, even though he's very awful. He's definitely past his prime. Can't throw a touchdown, and you haven't made the switch. And here you go. He goes on IR. You got to find some random quarterback on the waiver wire to last you the rest of the season when you probably could have picked up another one earlier that would have been better for you. But you know what? That's your fault for being a little cocky. And he got you only 1.9 points, and you lost. Following up, little Marco's to Sirach, Matt Bryant surprisingly with -1 points against the Patriots. I don't think you should drop him. I think that's a fluke right there. And then Kenny Vinatieri 0 points. I know Vinatieri at one point won a couple Super Bowls, but since then he still plays for the Colts, right? And they don't have Andrew Luck, Kenny. It's quite awful team without Andrew Luck. So I don't think him getting 0 points is the only time it's going to happen. So he might want to look for a different kicker. Rust Belt, the closest one, surprisingly coming down. Zach Ertz going nuts on Monday Night Football with Carson Wentz. Lee, though, pulling it out, holding off Brian for a win of 6.1 points over Brian. Definitely the game of the week. Two highest scoring teams. Congratulations, you both. And you're still in first and second place. The 45, Rob, your come from behind victory over McKinnon. I got to tell you, I thought it was quite surprising that Carson Wentz needed to get you the win with a monster game, and he needed to have a monster game without Alshon having a game. That's absolutely nuts. Congratulations, Rob, and pushing McKinnon into sole possession of last place. McKinnon, though, you do have one positive this week. You did have Amari Cooper for your Cheating Hillary Award. 47 points on Thursday Night Football, so congratulations, you had the highest scoring player, but you couldn't pull out a win. Bigley, for the third time this year, congratulations, Lee, 146.6 points, and you've now won 75 of your $100 back, so congratulations. I think you won one more, and you don't even need to make the playoffs. You won your money back. Toilet Bowl next week. That is going to be Cruiser versus McKinnon, the only matchup of two losing teams. So that's an interesting one. The game of the week, myself versus Kenny, the only matchup of two winning teams next week. And finally, upset special. And I know McKinnon, I said I threw you one positive. I'm throwing you a second. I think next week you could beat Cruiser for the upset. He's got some bad buys, a bad team, and I think he can pull it out. If you don't, you've lost four in a row, and we'll have to figure out what that weekly award is. So good luck, and I hope you beat Cruiser. And I'll see you all on the waiver wire.